Hello everyone, Dexter here and welcome back to City Skylines, and we are back in our beautiful city of Tassa Springs, where today we're going to focus on creating a little suburban suburb, if you will, mainly for housing the workers for this big forestry area, which will of course extend over to the other side of the river. I do want to first of all apologize for not posting an episode last Monday. My fiance is out traveling, which means I am alone with the kid and a full-time job on the side, so I just could not find the time to record and edit the video. So sorry about that, but we are back. So let's get started. So we are going to play around with mixing and matching some districts today. So I want to place a little, oh yeah, this problem is still going on. I'm not sure why that these guys are complaining about not enough heat. I have not taken the time to sit down and really figure it out, but it seems to come and go. They seem to think that 15 degrees Celsius is very cold. I am from Northern Europe. I do not think 15 degrees is very cold. Anyways, I want to start creating a little suburb area here. We'll play with possibly the European district, maybe also some green cities. So let's get straight into it. So let's start with putting down a little road here. And of course, we'll use our normal 2-lane road. And I think we'll just run it next to this. So we'll start with the road guidelines off, then take them off. We'll just take it to out here and then start curving it out into this area here. And then here we can go around. This can just hook up in some form of reasonable manner to this right here. Yes, perfect. Let's think about it. Let's possibly start with a little dirt road. Let's come out here. We'll just come straight for now. And then that can meet up with this road here, just like so. Now let's come a little bit further. Then we can start probably curling. Let's not do curling, but let's start curving this. Okay, let's incorporate this stone formation here into it, and that's perfect. It's exactly these 2x2s that I'm looking for. So this will just meander on the edge of this forest here alongside the, let's call it the main road, all right, like so. And then just for the purpose of building the houses here, a little case of eminent domain for the trees and bushes. Now here is an obvious spot for a little bit of beachiness, so we'll have a path there. Now let's think about a secondary road. So maybe from here, let's leave a space of 1 tile. So the houses we're building are 2x2s or 2x3s, right? So we'll just meander this through here as well. Something like, yeah, something like this. And then here it can branch off into this. That should be good. I hope it'll work with the dirt roads here. For now, I'm just going to come out to here, and then we'll curve it with this road as best as we can. Something like so. Yeah, that should be good. We'll beautify. We'll do some beautification. We'll do some beautification on this. Let's place down just a few little slip roads here. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe one here as well, to have sort of the, the forest dude will live there. And the same here. Just a little bit, all right? We'll have one go quite far down to the river there. Then let's paint a district on top of this, all right? So I'm just gonna take all of this right here up until the main road there. And then let's remove that from there. Cool. And then here, I'm actually going to paint another district to encompass this part, all right? Let's just perfectify this. There you go. Cool. And then on this district, we're going to place some residential specialization. All right. So we're going to, first of all, self-sufficient words today are not coming out of my mouth. First, the self-sufficient house in there, which is the green cities. Then we're actually going to click on this district and we're going to come into our European Suburbia. Let's see, what do we have? So we'll do recycling. Yeah. Make your parking plaza. And yeah, we'll do that. We will place a little park in here and that should be good. Let's check on our green cities. We'll do recreational use, recycling, and recycle plastic. And that should be good. Maybe free Wi-Fi as well. They will be slightly uppity right next to this Kent district and Magnolia Heights. If you do want to get involved, let me know what we should call Magnolia Heights here in the comments below. This district right here is going to be named after a subscriber. So a subscriber that's been basically with me from the beginning, very active. So thank you a lot. And you'll see up in the corner here, I will put a prison build that was dedicated to the specific subscriber. So this will be the cat ratio, if I can spell ratio, Banks. Banks, because it's on the riverbank. We'll take a normal road here. We'll come out with straight on. We'll come out by 2, come over by 3, and then it won't do that. Of course it won't. There's a node right there. Well, let's fix that. That should do it. Yes. Perfect. And then on the other side, we'll do the same. We'll come up by 2, but actually, let's come up by 3 here, and then we'll come over by a distance of 320. There you go. And this is going to create a little space for a school and a police station. Maybe not a police station and school. We'll just put a little strip here. Now there's a little market that I'm looking for here. This one. This is a little. It's called organic stores. It's a little 1x3. Of course, you do have to actually come in and take your organic and local produce specialization and put that on that district as well. Cool. Very, very nice. And then let's see what we can put over here. Yeah, perfect. A little sustainable cuisine and this little outdoors cafe, which I love this little asset. All right. Let's see if we can squeeze in a little path here. I believe so. Yes. Perfect. Then let's think about maybe a little park, right? We do want people to live here. Okay. So up here would be an obvious place to place a park because this is sort of the Green Cities district, right? People will be a bit richer here. So let's connect the Magnolia Heights with the cat ratio Banks here. All right. And we'll do that with a tiny little park area. So we'll come into our districts again, take our paint park area with a smaller brush, and we'll just make this little area here a little park, like so. Perfect. We'll use the city park here. We'll use this small main gate, all right? And then over here, a side gate, and here, a side gate. Let's have these two meet like so, and this in there. Cool. Let's see if we have space for a park plaza. On that side, no, but on this side we do. We can squeeze that in right there. And then maybe a park info booth on this side. A little public restroom. Perfect. And then inside that, we'll make it pretty, right? With some flowers. We can think about a detailing palette here. Something like this, right? And then of course some fences. Maybe even a little tree. That is a big tree. I said a little tree. Yeah, this is better. Something like this, right? Of course, we'll come back in a detailing time lapse and detail that up. Right, so this is how you would do it on console. You draw in a 2x2 and then you historicalize it, or historical building, because I don't want these to upgrade. So with patience on console, that's how you would do it. Zone it out 2x2s. Specifically zone it out 2x2s, right? And let them grow and delete the assets that you don't want and keep the assets that you do want. This is also a very good idea for dealing with the notorious death waves in City Skylines, as this way you have fewer people coming coming in each time. So I'm gonna go through this, and then with the magic of editing and find it, I'll make this look good. Super nice. So these are the assets that I just love. Let's take a closer look, right? So it's just small little houses. Are you driving a Lamborghini on a dirt road? That is the cars in this city. I mean, this is amazing. What is this Beetle? I don't think I've seen this one before. That's super interesting. Oh my God. Oh, isn't that the one Jeremy Clarkson was driving in one of those episodes in an episode of Top Gear, where they created like the world's smallest electrical car? In a few spots, I've placed down a little bit larger asset. This is all from the European Content Creator Pack. I forgot what it's called, but it'll be in the link in the description below. But I love these assets, all right? And with this, we can create these sort of rural suburban areas. I think some of these might go away since we're going to be placing something here. But let's take a look. How many people are living in the cat ratio banks right now? So we have 266. Wow, they've leveled up quite a bit. So let's keep expanding on this, all right? I'll fill it out all the way down to here, and then we'll come back for the Green Cities area of it. Cool, so I'll be right back. Imagine that you're sitting here in the morning and you're having your morning coffee, and you just happen to looking up and you just see this humongous tree in the background. Like, look at the size of this tree. That's crazy. Sometimes the scale ratio in this game is just slightly off. However, we created a little, in Danish, you would call it a kolonihave, which is like sort of, it's not necessarily a summer house, but you live in it in the summer period, and it's sort of, you're not allowed to live in it. You're not allowed to live in it full time, right? There's some sort of rules and regulations. So this is what I tried to emulate, right? They're usually smaller houses. Yeah, so this is sort of the kolonihave district. I guess you would call it sort of summer house, whatever, vacation house. I'm not sure what you would call it in. If you know what I mean, and you know how to say that in English, put it down in the comments below. But nice, we're getting there with this little suburban area, all right? It's a stark contrast from the other part of the city, because we are on the riverbank, right? So it's a little bit more lush down here. There's more fresh water and so on and so forth. I would say this would be sort of the Solvang equivalent, that Danish-Swedish settlement up in Los Angeles. Oh my God, is that a fire? Are we on fire here? Or what's happening? Or are you just smoking for no reason? Let's check with our green cities. Let's throw down a few different sizes here and see what we have. We have these iterations, and I think it's going to be either this one, which is it's a 2x3, or this one, a 3x3. I think the 4x4 is a little bit too modern for this area. But the sort of thought process behind this is original settlement here, right? And as we move towards the sort of town over here, which is still complaining about heat, we sort of get a little bit more modern. So I noticed that there are two different 2x3s, which create this sort of perfect little, you know, repeated spice action here. And I'm absolutely loving it. So these are obviously the more sort of richer, I would say, maybe people's houses. And of course, they couldn't build it closer to the river because these guys were already here. But yeah, we have a nice strip of some fantastic looking houses here. I'm really happy how this turned out. And of course, here it goes a little bit bigger. With the detailing, we'll make it look like gardens. Cool. Let's detail this up. All right, we've detailed it up with a bunch of fencing, a bunch of bushies. There's a lemon tree there, and there's an orange tree and an apple tree, so on and so forth. What is that? Is that the medical clinic? Didn't we place that here? Yeah, so let's remove this one. Yeah, sad faces. You have a medical clinic right there. So I also decided, speaking of, to place a little medical clinic down here. Sort of mask it off for those who live here, right? But I figured, you know, if you're in here, you're healing, you have a nice view of the river, all right? Maybe we'll fence it off a little bit at some other time. We also placed down a little school. I used the rural school here, fenced it off, gave it a little bit of a garden. Same with the police station and the firehouse over here. All right, so maybe we'll put some sort of, you know, a little bit more city center-esque vibe here. And of course, we still have to fill this in right here. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, right? This is a super pretty little suburban area, right? You can imagine how, you know, these are just the original Cat Ratio Banks suburb that lives here, right? And then, you know, these guys over here decided, oh, this is a fantastic place to live. Let's put down some modern houses over here. But it's very, very pretty. Stop complaining about heat. It's not cold. But that is going to do it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed watching this episode. And if you did, leave a like on the video. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet to follow along on the amazing journey of Tassa Springs. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night. And see you next time. Bye-bye.